Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have a little bit of juicy gossip. For some odd reason, I've been slowly becoming a gossip channel. I don't know why I keep on making these types of videos, but I'm one of these people that are very nosy when it comes to online, well, entertainment. As a Twitch streamer and YouTuber, I see a lot of stuff up on Twitter, Reddit, or even just in the general YouTube sphere, as we even made a video talking about like the Linus Tech Tips drama and all of that. But right now, the biggest content creator that I'm sure a lot of you guys have either seen, watched, or at least in the bare minimum have heard of, Mrbeast is actually under even some pretty big fire. Now, in all honesty though, and I kind of want to hear your thoughts and comments, kind of completely cool if you guys agree or disagree, this one actually seems somewhat on the justified side. Although, I'm going to say justified on like a 10%, and I don't think it should be fully taking down videos and fully like taking all the money and all that stuff first and foremost, so you guys know. But I want to hear your thoughts and comments to ramble into this one because Mrbeast is under fire for stealing assets and putting them in the video, and which would actually result in the video being taken down. So some pretty big drama, and typically Mrbeast drama, a lot of folks like to reach, and a lot of people like to complain for whatever reason. This one kind of seems like it has a baby schmidgen bit of merit. We're going to talk about that, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, leave a like. We're probably live up on Twitch if you guys want to follow, or follow the Twitter too as well, and of course give me your thoughts and comments. Do you guys care? Is it overblown or whatever? I'm always in the neutral side, or I can kind of go and see both sides, so that's why we're going to talk about it on video right now. So if you guys missed it, right now there's been a pretty big drama going around to you where Mrbeast's brand new 7 Days to Die video, not 7 Days to Die, this is a video game, 7 Days Stranded at Sea video, has actually been copyright claimed right now from an unlicensed use of this one person surreal design in their motion design work. Now, I actually saw this initially not too long ago, and I was thinking it might have been like one of those like fake takedowns. As you guys probably know, throughout the years of YouTube or just in general content creation, there's a thing called a fake copyright claim. And the whole copyright claim process, if you guys are not familiar with YouTube, either is like, let's say you upload a whole Family Guy video, and you do not own that. You didn't make it, you didn't pay the animators for it, you don't have the licensing rights for it. So obviously either YouTube is going to either one, take the video down, like remove it, or two, they have a new system where basically you, like the copyright owner or whoever is claiming to own it, then gets all the revenue from the video itself. So let's say I upload a Family Guy video, gets 5 million views, so then Fox or whoever owns the current licensing rights will claim that video at whatever point, and then they get to go make money off the new ads that are getting played because they technically own the copyright. And that's like an overall somewhat okay system because people would be just uploading like Harry Potter or South Park or whatever it might be for easy views on YouTube, and they would not own the rights. So they had to have a system in place for that. But now this is the part two, where in theory, it never actually has this one big level of how it goes to showing how much ownership there actually is. So Mrbeast actually did go and technically break the world record for the most views in a 24-hour video on this video. They're saying they're living the life. You would dream of this when he was 13. It was a very wholesome message, and overall the video was kind of good. They're just on a raft, had a few other YouTubers on there. It seemed like a good video. But this surreal person even responded to this tweet stating, "Hey, looks like someone on the editing team took my animation for this video without compensation or permission." So basically imagine you have a team of editors. They're trying their best to go and find a unique asset somewhere, whether it's on like a DeviantArt, whether it's on some like, I don't know, just like a random imager, or whatever you might go and find these like GIFs or videos to somehow make these editing better. Now, sometimes all these things are free to use, or if you go and like get permission, or if you pay like $5 for licensing because they just want to mass sell to like, thousands of people, instead of someone like a Mrbeast, typically it's okay to be included in a video. But if you do not have permission for it, it is technically breaking copyright law. And this is where the whole kind of situation gets a little bit more intriguing. So first and foremost, this actually was used on multiple different times on the video itself. They actually have a video over here, which I'll have like stop over here, but I believe it is this animation right here. It's a very small addition to the video, but in theory, this is an actual stolen asset that has been reused on multiple times. So the big issue here and the kind of big debate, which I want to hear your thoughts on, is, do you guys think this really small segment that is stolen, based this little baby animation that's played throughout the video and multiple times, watch my video somehow get taken down, even though technically this is fair use because we're just kind of highlighting up the issue and showcasing this is not like an extension of my video, it's more of the drama that is the top like conversation over here. But you see this little like switch and like segue from day to night. I believe this is the theme that was used multiple times throughout the video. So this is where people are getting heated on. Because in theory, this video would cost millions of dollars to produce, has people like literally making massive rafts in the middle of the ocean. So that costs a lot of money to make, the employees to make it, the material cost alone, the recording equipment, the cameras, the boats, everything else, also the time for the editors, thumbnail makers, and everything else in between. Or if you had like friends come in, you had to fly out because they're in North Carolina, I believe, so then you have to maybe fly out to different parts of the country. Like, it costs money to make and produce these videos, let alone people going through like the analytics, people going for like HR, tax rights, everything else in between, building costs. So you have to have a way to go and get some sort of profit. So people are in the big highlight of, is this one small animation, although it has been shown on multiple times, worth the entire video being either taken down or copyright claimed? Now, I'm one of those people where, in theory, no, because this is like 100 million views. This clearly was a very, very small mishap, and this was Mrbeast's fault. Like, no matter how you guys want to go and skew it and say it, this was a Mrbeast team fault. They stole an asset without permission. This is actually a warranted, so hopefully no hate goes towards the serial guy, copyright takedown. That this actually was them utilizing his assets that he owned and had the licensing for with someone using it without permission. So to go and play devil's advocate, this actually was in their right to do. They literally did go and, well, at this point, have the right to this ownership. They use assets that they did not, own. And they did it multiple times, too. It's not like a one-time thing. They've done it on I think, on every one of these segues. So there was at least, I think, 4 different segues using this asset. And it's a good asset. It's also a very niche one, too, as well. But it's weird because the Mrbeast team probably has enough money to just go and pay an in-house animator if they just want to have someone do something similar, or even commission someone, drop them like $200, $400, and they can probably get it done in a day, because they also get recognition from a Mrbeast video. But as you guys saw, it was used 7 times throughout the video. So it wasn't just a one-time thing, which would probably make this stretch still justifiable, but a little bit harder to, well, say. It was used 7 times on a major part of every transition, and honestly, God, hundreds of millions of people did at least see it. And there was no credit, no like YouTube description or anything else in between. And I think the person's kind of in the right, in all honesty. That's insane. Like, that's literally also insane. Apparently, though, I do want to say that Nextero, they did go and say a copyright claim will not actually redirect the ad revenue to this person, though, as well. So only large networks have access to that YouTube feature, apparently. But when it comes to this stuff, I think the person should be fine. They also even had a chance for them to go and see this too as well. And yeah, I don't know. People are curious on this. People want to know too as well. Some people are saying this is extreme action, and this is where the drama kind of starts. And I want to hear your thoughts. I think it's somewhat justified. I think someone like a Mrbeast, though, does seem like a nice guy. And in the end of the day, if you reached out an email or to HR or to any type of maybe even social media and it got some backlash, like attention, then it'd probably be fixed and sorted and it wouldn't have anything else to do with it. But at the same time, you also have to realize someone like a Mrbeast is a very, very popular content creator, and they definitely do not check or even have a chance to see every message that they're doing, because there's just so many millions upon millions of folks, either in the DMs or in tweets, notifications, and employees, at the point where it's just probably a lot of actual work for them to go through this. So I want to hear all your thoughts and comments on this one, because once again, some people are thinking that this is extreme. And it might be, in theory, I'm always a big fan of, the smaller guy animation type style, artiste. But at the same time, yeah, this is, a video that this was maybe, 99% Mrbeast, 1% this animation. But they still had the same justification because it was something that they used without it. But once at the same time, too, as well, does it really justify taking that down? Because you could maybe try to send out a tweet and stuff like that, too. And obviously, what else are you really supposed to do, though? I think that's kind of maybe I'm leaning towards him a little bit more because it's more of the smaller guy. Because, what else do you really do? What else can you do? What if they don't respond to your tweet? What if they don't respond to your email? And at that point, they're still using and making money off of something you made. Once again, it's a very small detail, and I think I'd be one of those people. I'd just be excited to see a content creator using it in the first place. But even then, that still means an animator or editor out there is not getting recognition, paid for their time and effort, and everything else in between. I think Mrbeast is kind of hands-off on this one. This seems like more of the Mrbeast team rather than Mrbeast himself. But obviously, as the big head honcho of the company, that kind of means that he is the one, that it takes the blunt of it. It is his channel. It is his end product. So quality control has to have a chance to go and see this. And same with editors. They should not be stealing this type of stuff from other people. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is the actual little day-night toggle button gift too as well. I'm not sure exactly if it was easy for them just to go and rent it, if they had to pay money for it, or just sending a quick email if they would have had permission for it too as well. But at the same time too, like I said, this is some pretty big heat because people are calling this out. People are curious because people just want to have a chance to go hit on Mrbeast and get the easy views. Like I said, I'm on 50-50. I think it's just a big highlight of the fact of one small asset could take your video down. So hopefully this video itself does not get taken down by showcasing up and highlight up this random thing. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. Would love to hear it. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. I'll probably be streaming up on Twitch right now if you guys are bored. And of course, do you guys care? Do you guys think this is a big drama? Do you guys think it doesn't really matter at the end of the day? Would love to hear your thoughts and comments on all of this. But I appreciate you guys all so much for existing. Love you guys all a lot.